This is the one where Torley teaches you, made it, how to fill out your profile, which is one of the most fundamental, notice the emphasis on the word fun, methods of self-expression, because if avatars aren't seeing you in avatar in person, or if they are, they will maybe right click and they will want to view your profile. So you can click right here also, my profile, and make sure to click edit profile. Now I already have a picture in here. I'll show you how to change that though. The reason is because in another tutorial, I showed you how to take that picture. So check that out if you haven't yet. But long story short, these are placeholders. Different parts of the interface, you'll see silhouettes or X's, and like it says, click to select an image. So if you search for any texture, and I'm not sure why it is showing me things that are not textures, because that doesn't make sense. That has to get fixed. Sorry about that. That's just weird. Okay, so let's find something. Like I know this one. And you're under no obligation to show a real picture. If you feel comfortable with disclosing that, it's completely opt-in. It's up to you. And whenever you make a change, you click Save Changes. Make sure so you can show it off and other people will see it just like that. Let's go back and edit because I want to show you a few things about the text strings. Now, these are limited to a few hundred characters a piece. So notice that if I keep typing after a given point, I'll just copy and paste that. Not that you want a profile like this, but eventually stop. It'll eventually stop. There we go. And save changes. So if you have too much, someone will have to click more to see the rest. So do put the most important stuff at the beginning so they might not have to click more. And hyperlinks are also recognized. Some of it has to be improved. Let me just delete that. But if you put in a link, for instance, to, let's say, I'll just do secondlife.com or a variant HTTP with that. And it works in this field as well. Let's go ahead and copy, and paste it in, and save changes. Now notice it works in both, although this one will show the HTTP in front. So you try your web pages if you want to. Well, there's my web browser. Don't want to open that at the moment. There's also a dedicated home page field where you can specifically put a link like that in there. But this is if you wanted to call out additional links and show me in search results. That can take a day or so to appear, I believe. What's more, you can include slurls. So if I were to go to somewhere over this side yonder of the vehicle sandbox, just over this edge, click. And if I were to just have this selected and right click and copy, and let me just press enter a couple of times and click and right click and paste. Now what happens if you save the changes, notice it shows up in a short condensed form, just like right up here. It's a little bit different. It is a little bit, yeah, it's not the exact same coordinates. It's a little bit strange how it does that. And the same thing applies in your home page like that. If you were to put a store, this is another way of saying, oh, come to my place instead of putting it in my pics or in addition. And my pics, I should cover that in, I believe I have in another, but just to take a look. If your pics are just stuff you like, places you like, but you can fill it with pictures of friends, like a photo album. There's all sorts of unintended ways that come to be. Now, what's also neat here is if you want to jazz it up, you can mix stuff up, like you can use special characters. Some people get very fancy with Unicode styling like that. Well, that's not Unicode styling, but that's just one example, putting bows in here. And you're like, hi, I'm real. And it's just very fun to express yourself. And again, save changes. So now we have it sort of buffeted or put between these ornamentals. There is a very fun site. Let me look here. If you look for Unicode characters, whoops, that's all in all caps. Like the list of Unicode characters, there are some residents who pass around note cards. And if we were to go to any page, I think this might, looks like an old page, but hey, it works. Okay, so a bunch of these, not all of them will work. But if you say, for instance, take some of the more interesting ones, like some of these numbers or a telephone, like if you want to put your telephone number, hey, it's up to you. Again, I'm just going to Control C to copy that, edit, and then Control V, and we end up with a little telephone. Now that's kind of hard to see. Some residents, they use really, really funny ones, like they use, hearts if you say you're in love with someone. Hearts are always nice, little hearts. So you save the changes, and as you see, it's a fancier way of doing that. So if you just Google for Unicode characters and end up a page like this, there's tons of them. And the Wikipedia has a whole bunch here. And you can just copy and paste them right off. And some people come up with text block macros and fancy things who like make special ASCII art boxes. I have more tips on the web about that. It's a great topic to follow up on. And here we end up with various international characters, which is important on a more serious note if English isn't your first language. So that's basically how to edit your profile. Obviously, you'll probably want something or not more organized than this, but you can always change it. You can always customize it over time as you grow, as you learn to take better pictures of yourself. The most important thing is you express yourself as you see fit, of course, not violating the terms of service. And if you ever need help, it's right up here in this question mark thingy. Very, very nice.